In this lecture, we'll talk about examples of hyperbolas. This example says that find the vertices, the forces, and equations of the asymptotes of the hyperbola. You see, this equation is y squared minus 9x squared equals 81. This is not a standard form of hyperbola. So you want to identify the standard form, then the right-hand side has to be 1. So then step 1 is both sides divided by 81. Make right-hand side be 1. And then you will have this one. Okay, right-hand side is 1. Left-hand side is 9 over 81 negative x squared. 981, you cancel 9, downstairs you have a 9. Negative, negative, plus y squared over 81. Okay, in this case, the coefficient in front of x squared is negative. Okay, so the negative sign is in front of x. Then who is a? Whoever is positive, whoever will be a. So a squared is 81, b squared is 9. A is down below y-axis. Okay, and previously the example we did was like this. Okay, now it's different. Now it's like this. Okay, yeah. So the parabola, hyperbola will be like this. Okay, that's different now. Okay, now we have a squared plus b squared is always c squared. Okay, but remember in this case our forces and the vertices are all on the y-axis now. Okay, because in this case you will have a y in front of y squared is positive. Okay, so choose the square root for a squared, that's 9. B squared is 9, so b is 3. C squared is 90. You choose the square root. Then you have a radical 90, which is 3 squared times 10, and which is 3 times radical 10. Okay. Alright. Now, since we know A and C, we can write down the vertices and forces. Okay. So, the vertices will be 0, negative 9, 0, positive 9. Which will be what? This one. Okay. A is 9, so 0, negative 9, 0, positive 9. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so somewhere here. The one above it is the focal point. You see, like 3 times radical 10. 3 times radical 10 is 9.49. So 9.499, this 2, this one is slightly higher than that. That's why those two are too close. Vertices and the focal vertex and focal points are very close in this case. Okay. All right. So forces will be 0, negative 3, radical 10. That's the one down below here, and another one is above here. Those two are forces, and a little bit, you know, on this rectangle. And here is the vertex. That's the intersection between what? This up branch and the y-axis. Okay. Remember, AC is always on the same line. A is smaller than C in hyperbola. So AC is always on the same line. And then B will be here, will be 3, right here. Then what's the asymptote? Asymptote is always the rise over 1. Okay, so in this case is this 9, that will be A over B now. That's different from previously B over A. Because previously A was here, B was here. Now A goes here now. So that will be A over 3. So then you see A over B, that's 9 over 3. That's 3. Okay, so you then have a positive negative 3x equals y. Yeah, this is the case, the first case we see that two branches, they are in the vertical direction. Okay, and the vertices are on y, forces are also on y. Okay, that's because here the negative sign is in front of x squared. Let's look at another example, which is again given an equation. Find the foci, vertices, and asymptotes of the hyperbola. This graph is a shifted graph. Okay, x minus 3 squared over 9 minus y minus 1 squared over 4 equals 1. This one is basically shifted from here. X squared over 9 minus y squared over 4 equals 0. To the center, 3, 1. Minus 3 minus 1, so it's positive 3, positive 1. In which direction here? You see, look at this one, x squared is positive. So then two branches would be like this. So this would be, A would be 9, B would be 4. Okay, and the two branches is like that. The forces and the vertices in this case is on x-axis. Okay, the negative sign is in front of y. So then down below y is B, down below x is A. So you have A squared is 9, B squared is 4, C squared is A squared plus B squared. Again, C is always bigger in hyperbola. Okay. So 9 plus 4 is 13 for C squared. Choose the square root. 9 choose the square root is 3. 4 choose the square root is 2. C equals radical 13, which is 3.61 greater than 3. Now we are ready to write the foci, vertices, and the equations of the asymptote. Okay, the vertices is always A. So in this case, you will choose 3, positive, negative 3, and then 0. Because the vertices and forces are on the x-axis, so y always is 0. Okay. Now, this is the picture without shifting. Without shifting. And then foci, you will use C. Okay, radical 13 left, focal point. Positive 13, radical positive 13 on the right, focal point. And again, foci on the x-axis, so then you have a 0, 0 for the y coordinate. And then, since the picture looks like this, okay, then what you get will be B over A. B is 4, B is 2 over 3. So in this case, what you have is 2 over 3 as your asymptote. You may want to put positive, negative right down here. Alright. How about shifting picture? Shifted picture. Shifted to the center, 3, 1. Then of course, 3, 1 add on that. 3 plus 3 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. 0 plus 1 is 1. So those are vertices. Okay. Now, 3 plus negative radical 13 is the left foci. 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 plus radical 13 is right foci. 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay? Now, for the asymptotes, you got to use y minus 1. Here, y minus 1. And then x minus 3. Here again, we need positive, negative. Okay? So, those two examples are about what? About given equations, ask you to find out the geometric features. Okay, vertices, foci, and the equations of asymptotes. Okay, next time we'll see something different. We'll see given the pictures, ask us to write down the equations. So I will see you next time with more examples.